All right, we're going to just let this fly. Dave Weigel, Family Court Fraud Warrior Project, April 21st, 2026. Whew, a little nervous. I don't really get nervous. But this one's a doozy. Everybody knows that Cindy Lynn Adams is a campaign case for the Warrior Project. And by now, if you've been watching, you know that we've gone quite close. And, amazingly enough, the people that we're outing have a problem with our relationship. Who would have thunk it? But I'm not going to make this about them. I'm going to make this what this needs to be. And putting on permanent public record the truth. The truth is, Mr. Getty, a family friend who's a real estate broker, has no idea what he's doing in family court, is blaming Cindy. Blaming the victim. Boy, we've never seen that before in the project, have we? Again, not going to make this. There's been too much negativity already. Cindy left last night after being harassed home by every single person in her life, pretending that we're all a bunch of delusional lunatics, like we're not in the business of collecting all the data and the evidence. I used to think lawyers were pretty horrible actors. I'm starting to see that they're actually very, very good actors. The most dangerous, by far, person in this whole mess, in this whole disgusting business model, is the person you put your trust in, who you believe is working for you and working for your kids. And Mr. Getty here, please take notice that the motion for Richard Getty and Danielle Harlan of the Getty Law Firm, blah, 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 for leave to withdraw as counsel for petitioner Cindy Lynn Adams. It was originally scheduled for the 17th, but that was only the fourth time that they threatened to leave. Is now for this Friday, the 24th. Her crime? Me. I don't know. I thought I was pretty respected globally. Not everybody sits there and gets their kids back and opens up a charity, dumps 200 grand into try and help everybody else that have no place to turn. Literally no place to turn. But the abuse pattern here is what I want to highlight here. Why was all this happening, all this necessary? Obviously, you've seen our reporting. The court previously ordered Cindy's visitation with the children to be limited to a telephone call when Cindy is physically in Kentucky, and her parents, and no one else. Gee, I wonder who they're talking about. Who could that be? To date, Cindy has not utilized this visitation because she's been in Costa Rica for the past month, instead of sitting home in the home she built for her children by herself, not falling in love in Costa Rica with me, figuring out with one of the top advocates in the world how to beat these people. You know, the sin of all of this is what effect it has on the family. By far of our 150 polling questions, the most revealing and telling is the one about the broken bonds with family members. Now, you interview anyone's parents, Cindy's parents, my parents, okay, when that bond was broken. Whose fault is it? Oh, Cindy, it's Dave. It's Cindy, it's Dave. It's whomever, right? You ask the target, Cindy, why aren't you talking to your mother or your father? It's always about them. What did the polling reveal? 100%. 100% of the people going through this have suffered a broken bond with close family members. 100%. What does that mean? No, really not Cindy's fault, Dave's fault. Really not Cindy's parents' fault, my parents' fault, anyone's parents' fault. It's this disgusting system. This system built on family terrorism and abuse tactics. They literally have made it that Cindy needs to choose between me or her children. If Cindy returns to Kentucky, she's permitted to join her parents in their calls with the children. Okay, the grandparents are prioritized here. Because the court recognizes that the maternal grandparents of the children were actively involved in the children's lives, and until recently, and believes it would be in the best interest of the children. Don't you ever say best interest of the children, Yar, ever again. This is disgusting. Does the court recognize Cindy's 814 doctor's visits, willing those girls back to full health? Does the court recognize Josh made it to less than 2% of those? Left, you could see in one page all the time he spent with the girls in their first 6 years of life. Does the court recognize that? Or does the court just recognize the paper bag of money that Carl Devine gave Tiffany Yar? Or, what is it? Did you buy $10,000 for your charity dinners? Oh, this is crazy stuff here. Crazy stuff. Too bad we have all the evidence. God. I think it'd be really hard to find someone that has done more for strangers, victims, other families, people than me on a factual basis. The only thing crazy about me, which is not crazy, it's just brave, is that I have the guts to actually take you people on. I have the guts to tell you you're insane to think that you're just going to sit there and piss all over the Constitution and due process, and nobody's going to do anything about it, because I already am. And that's why you're trying to either goat me back to Kentucky, which I'll play, or you're trying to set this up like Cindy chose a man over her children. How about this? The human right to both fall in love and have your children. But Tiffany Yar didn't order that. Well, Tiffany Yar's got some power. Dave Weigel's got some power. Tiffany Yar is going to implement certain parameters and restrictions. Well, Dave Weigel's got an idea too. So if you're going to try and cut me out of Cindy's life, I'm going to show her what she means to me. Cindy, I remember the first time talking to you. I never get nervous. I couldn't even look at you in your face. I thought I'd be giving it away like, oh. Kept moving my pens around all over the desk. But then when we're talking about you doing yoga, I thought I was really giving it away. Because it was. But I fell in love with you from go. And every day, it's gotten deeper and deeper. And I love you. And will you marry me? No. This may seem a rush and rash. I was telling my daughter earlier. I said, you can know somebody for 10 years, get married, and the next day you realize you don't know that person at all. Then you could live 53 years of your life waiting for somebody to show up. And then she does. And you know. And I know. And I know she knows. And we're going to start a life together. And she is not going to have to choose one or the other. Because the other thing I think everyone is going to throw in there is, oh my God, Dave Weigel has just learned the amount of wealth in the Addams family. Well, I got news for you. Included today will be a one-page agreement, prenup, that says, I refuse all. $0. If we're not together, she takes all of hers, I take all of mine. There's only one parameter and restriction. That is, if Cindy or her family, really her family, decides to use the family court or any attorney for even a 30-second phone call, it's null and void. Now I'm going after all your shit, not just half. Mediation only. It's the only parameter. I'm my own man. I don't need a dime of your money. I don't need a dime of Cindy's money. I need to protect Cindy and love those little girls. Give them the father that they deserve. Give Cindy the man she's deserved, the love that she's deserved. And continue to fight against her abusers every single day until we bring those girls home. Cindy, I don't know how to put into words what you mean to me. And that's surprising for me, because I'm pretty good at that sometimes. We lasted 7 weeks in Costa Rica in a $70 hotel room with no TV, a broken faucet, halfway working toilet, halfway working shower, for 7 weeks. Just us. Didn't need anybody else around. Figuring out what to do. I've waited for you my whole life. I'm not letting you go. I'll respect any decision you make and be behind you all the way. I've always got your back. I'm not letting you sacrifice anymore for anybody else. Now, everything goes through me. The abuse of Cindy Lynn Addams is over. She starts her new life from today forward. I love you, baby. We got this.